Howdy there, treasure seekers. Today we are uncovering a hidden gem near the Grand Canyon, Navajo Bridge. It's a hidden treasure, and I'm here to spill the beans. So saddle up and discover this little piece of history.
Welcome to the Grand Canyon, the wildest escapade this side of the Mississippi. I'm the Canyon Cowboy, a time traveler from the early 1900s, and somehow got wrangled up in this labyrinth of modernity. But fret not, for me and my trusty steed Jackpot are fixing to orchestrate an experience of a lifetime for you. So cinch up those saddles and get ready for a wild ride.
Alright, gather round as I elucidate y'all with the tale about them Navajo Bridges spanning the formidable Colorado River. In this narrative, we got pioneers, wagons, and a bird boasting a wingspan wider than the expansive Rio Grande. So cinch up them saddles and prepare for a riveting odyssey.
Now, for those adventurous souls meandering to or from the North Rim, reckon you'll be straddling this bridge if your itinerary also includes Lake Powell, Four Corners, Monument Valley, or moseying towards the South Rim, which could also include Flagstaff or Sedona. Picture this on your journey. Two bridges looking like long-lost kin, playing hopscotch over the mighty Colorado River. These two amigos, one seasoned with tales from the past and the other still shiny and new, stand proud as one of just 7 river crossings in the 750-mile desert of the Colorado River. It's like finding needles in a haystack, but instead of needles, you've got these bridges saying, "Howdy, travelers, ready for a river dance?"
Now, before we hit the trail, allow me to introduce my trusty steed, Jackpot. Whoa, steady now. We'll settle up in just a sec. As I was saying, we'd be much obliged if you give this video a hearty thumbs up and subscribe for more adventures. And if you're bound for these here parts, peruse GrandCanyonPosse.com for all of your travel needs. We got transportation, guided excursions, itineraries, accommodations, and the best grub around these parts. Join the posse and let's make indelible memories. Now where was I? Right, let's giddy up. Woo! The nub of Navajo Bridge is, for its existence, guiding a contraption like old Jackpot here would have been a futile endeavor. Whoa there, buddy, whoa. I ain't saying you're worthless, just a playful nod at the challenge of crossing the Colorado River before the bridge came to be.
In the bygone era of the 1870s, certain intrepid Utah pioneers resolved to traverse down to the Arizona territory. Alas, a predicament presented itself. A labyrinth of profound canyons along the coursing Colorado. The solution to this predicament came John D. Lee and his ferry at Lee's Ferry, a nomenclature paying homage to the notorious man himself. And the ferry was fine, until up come the Roaring Twenties and the advent of horseless carriages, or motorized carriages, or motor cars, or just cars. The popularity of these speed demons signaled the imperative for a more secure mode of traversal. On January 12th, 1929, that Grand Canyon Bridge unfurled its spans wide, an extravagant gesture to welcome wayfarers. An affair so grandiose it attracted the presence of governors, ecclesiastical dignitaries, and even airborne contraptions navigating beneath its arches. It was initially dubbed the Grand Canyon Bridge, yet in 1934, a collective decision metamorphosed its nomenclature to Navajo Bridge. Why the name switcheroo? Well, you see, the politicos dwelling at the state capitol in Phoenix had a smidgen of concern over the moniker Grand Canyon Bridge, for such a title might stir the pot of confusion, as the bridge actually spans Marble Canyon and not the famed Grand Canyon itself. See, they wanted to avoid the possibility that unsuspecting travelers gazing upon Marble Canyon would deem it the Grand Canyon and saunter away unimpressed. Thus, the decision to avoid this conundrum led to the new name. Then, after years of fervent deliberation at the state capitol regarding its name, a brilliant idea arose. Considering that the southern end of the bridge segues into the Navajo Nation, and with the Navajo people generously contributing over a quarter of the budget's total construction expenditure, why not name it Navajo Bridge? Lo and behold, the notion gained traction like a stallion galloping across the prairie. And thus, Navajo Bridge it became, a name as enduring as the Navajo people themselves. The historic bridge was a godsend for them traveling betwixt Utah and Arizona, as it carved hours and hundreds of miles off the journey between the two states. Fast forward to the new bridge, constructed downstream in 1995 to handle the hulking automobiles of this era. Yet, the old bridge still remains, but now it's for folks strolling and gazing at the river below. Now, dear patrons, you might be pondering the contemporary allure of Navajo Bridge. Allow me to expound. That erstwhile resting area underwent a metamorphosis into a visitor center, boasting panoramas befitting even the most discerning cowboy. On the flip side of the bridge, you're crossing the border and treading on Navajo Nation turf. Here you'll find a treasure trove of Native American handiwork and can trade coin for crafts directly from the hands of Navajo families who've wrangled life from this arid land through pure grit and determination for 1,000 years. On one frontier, an emporium of Native American craftsmanship, and on the other, a vantage point to espy the rarest of avian denizens this side of the Mississippi, the California condor. Hold steadfast to your headgear, for these condors transcend the realm of pedestrian avifauna. With wingspans extending wider than the vastness of the prairie sunrise, they're an exquisite spectacle. Now, these creatures teetered on the brink of oblivion back in the 80s, but through judicious conservation measures, they now grace the firmament once more. In 1996, a renaissance dawned as these majestic birds were reintroduced to the area, their number swelling to over 500, soaring aloft unshackled as the zephyrs. Scores of California condors love to make daily trips to Navajo Bridge, as it's a perfect spot to rest their wings in its underbelly. Navajo Bridge, an epic recounting of pioneers, resplendent steel arches, and the regal California condors. Upon your next sojourn along Highway 89A, doff your hat in deference to that bridge, and perchance you might glimpse these magnificent condors cavorting high above the canyon.
Well, ain't that just a find? I sure hope you enjoyed exploring Navajo Bridge and all of its history. And before you ride off into the sunset, be sure to check out GrandCanyonPosse.com. We've got travel deals that are sure to make your adventure sparkle, from lodging to tours and a whole heap of activities. So, until our paths cross again, I will see you on down the trail, my friend.